Good evening. This evening I'm going to be talking about the much used word love. Everyone is familiar with that word because we love someone in our lives. And when I speak about love, I speak about there are different kinds of love. The love that we have for our parents, the love that we have for our friends, the love that we have for our lover. These different kinds of love may be different, but it all depends on the strength of the heart of the person who's loving you or loving the people around him or her. Because love is a very used and abused word, and these days it's also used very easily. When you send a WhatsApp message, you say, "Hey, I love you." But then do you really know the meaning of that word, love? I was just reading and this beautiful passage came, was something that really touched my heart. And I thought I just picked up a few things about love that I read. It says love is kind. Love is patient. Love is not proud. Love is not rude. It doesn't seek its own ends. Love is giving. Love never fails. Love believes all things. It bears all things. It hopes for all things. Love is something that really anchors you to the heart of the one that loves you. But very often, we also see that people don't understand what love really means. Because in our relationship with our parents or our friends or our spouses or our children, there are times that we tend to be very self-centered and selfish, and we treat the people that we need to treat with most honor and respect and kindness and consideration. We treat them sometimes very callously. And the people that are closest to us and whom we claim that we love the most are the ones who really bear the brunt of our ill temper and our selfishness. Love is something I believe that everyone needs. There's no one who can actually live without love. That's where many times you see people who are single, who live alone. They would want to have at least a pet, maybe a dog or a cat or a bird or a bowl with a goldfish, something to take care of. Because we all need to know that we are needed and that we are loved. And it's important for human beings also to give love. Because otherwise, it's very difficult to exist. Because when God made us, He made us with the ability to give and to receive love. And that's what makes life truly meaningful and beautiful. But yet, very often, in our interpersonal relationships, we are very shallow in our dealings with others. And that speaks not very nicely of us. So even as we think about this concept of love, and we think about the people that are in our lives and the people that we love and who are the recipients of our love, we really need to consider our ways. Consider not just the way that we treat them, but also examine our hearts and figure out whether we really are genuine with them. Today there's so many things that are like in our relationships, we are not open. We have so much deception. Even if, for example, if you take maybe a relationship between a man and a woman, how very often we hear of one of them cheating on the other person, or one of them abusing the other person, or using the other person mercilessly for their own ends. And yet, they would claim that they really love the other person. Somehow along the way, I think we have a very distorted view of what love really is. But like I told you at the very beginning, I told you about what love ought to be. That it's not self-seeking, it is not proud, it doesn't hold a record of rights and wrongs, it forgives, it bears, it helps you bear your burdens. Your loved one walks alongside with you. Love is also not easily angered. And love never fails. If you say you love someone, you need to know that you're going to stand by your word, and that you are not going to fail the other person. That you would love that other person to the very end. But today, sadly, our lives have become very plastic and very, like I said, self-centered. And we love ourselves more than we love people around us. And many of the troubles that we face is because we are giving the people around us not all of ourselves. Because of which, they are disappointed in us, and at the end of it, we are also plunged into misery because of broken relationships and because of people around us who are dissatisfied with us, and we end up feeling very unloved. So what I would urge you is that take a real good look at yourself and give people the right brand of love, the right kind of love. Love that is honoring, love that is selfless, love that endures, where you really are there for the other person. Because otherwise, you will have a lot of misunderstandings and difficult relationships, be it with your spouse, be it with your parents, be it with your children. And you need to understand that your children will also treat you the way that you have treated them, and the way that they see you treating other people in your life. So I would really urge you to demonstrate the right kind of love, so that the next generation that comes after us, and even the people who are around us, who live with us, who interact with us, who are part of our lives, are not impoverished and are not unhappy with us. Let's love wholeheartedly, honestly, selflessly, and let's do everything that we can to make the words that we speak really true, so that what we say and what we do is not giving them a counterfeit kind of love, but giving them the real kind of love. So love life, love people, and love them open-heartedly, generously, and with all your heart. God bless you, and wishing you love and success.